I'm Amy Ertman. It has been an awesome year with this group. This group is so creative. I've had so much fun with them. They've taken ownership of this. This is their idea. We wanted to change it up from years past. We've been doing guessing games for years if you've been here before, and we wanted something a little different and a little bit more fun so that you guys can actually laugh through this program and not sit there and when is the next one over? I've been there. I've been on the other side. So, thank you very much for Mr. Dutton for helping us out with all of this. I am going to thank Mrs. DeMeo for coming on in and helping me set all of this stuff up. I couldn't do it without her. And without further ado, here come our gods and goddesses. Enjoy the show. If the front row wants to kneel, that would be great. All right, so here's the full row. All set?
Hi, I'm Kate, and this is Reagan. Welcome to our Greek Mythology Night. Gathered on this stage today are famous characters from Greek mythology. This evening, you will hear from gods and goddesses and learn about what they are well known for from many Greek myths. Our Greek characters have been getting ready for this evening for quite some time. They have prepared backstories and made many interesting projects. In previous years, parents have enjoyed a guessing game to participate in throughout the night. For you this year, we have something exciting and new. Before we begin, please take a moment to silence your cell phones as we do not want to upset the gods and goddesses, Hades, with unexpected interruptions. Thank you. Now please sit back and relax and enjoy the show.
Good evening, mortals. Welcome to Olympus Got Talent. My name is Hades, Lord of the Underworld. My childhood was rather peculiar. I was swallowed by my own father because he just couldn't go out of power. The worst part was having to spend time with my annoying siblings, Hestia, Demeter, Poseidon, and especially Hera. Ugh, so vain. When I was finally released from the stomach of my power-hungry father, and apparently hungry for me too, by my mother Rhea, go Mom, and we were reunited with my long-lost brother Zeus. Man, did he look good. We fought against the Titans in the war, and they were locked up into Taurus. Zeus was made king of all gods, and I, luckily, got to go down to the underworld. There, I captured the love of my life, Persephone, though I only get to see her half the year because Demeter won't grow anything if she doesn't see her daughter. And I live with my lovely three-headed dog, Cerberus. On this special edition of our show, we have gathered some of the best and brightest talents in Greek mythology for your inspiration and entertainment. They each hope to show us what they've best been known for in their performances. Our quest begins for Olympus' next new act. Our judges are back to help you along. First up, she's got snakes for hair, and you do not want to get on her bad side. She's the one, the not so pretty, Medusa!
Was a great introduction. Before I tell you my story, I have to tell you something that is very important. As you can see, I was a hideous monster you could never be seen with. But now, that wasn't all my fault. I wasn't born this way. I was born beautiful. But you'll get all of that later once I tell you my story. Now, what was I again? Oh yeah. Hi, my name's Medusa. I was born and raised by two sea creatures, Ceto and Phorcys. You would think that their daughter or son would be something like them, monsters. But their love for each other was the opposite of ugly. It was beautiful, so I became beautiful. I was my parents' prized possession. When I was younger, I didn't notice my parents' gruesomeness. It wasn't until I was older when that all changed. I left my family because they weren't as pretty as I was. I became a free nymph. I knew I was the most beautiful mortal ever to live. But somebody didn't like that very much. Her name was Athena, the goddess of wisdom. She was known to be the most beautiful of them all, but she was no match against my wonder and compassion. She grew very jealous and thought I was super boastful. She came to pay a visit. She cursed me and made me into this hideous monster. So I find that hard to believe. Athena turned me into what I looked inside, revolting and disgusting. If I had snakes for hair, and if you looked into my eyes, or snakes, you would turn into stone. No, I had to hide away in a cave forever. Some people tried to come to me. Some people failed. Well, when I mean most people, I say all of them. So, that was that. And eventually, someone named Perseus came to try to kill me. He was sent by a king. So, Queen Athena came and gave him a few tips of what I looked like and what I had the powers of being. So she gave him a shield that would give him the power to the reflection. And so he couldn't see my eyes. So and then the old gray women, which were my sisters, turned against me. They gave him an invisible helmet that would make him invisible, and I couldn't see him, but he could see everybody else. So one day, I was very sleepy and tired, and that was the day he came to try to kill me. He took out his sword, his helmet, and his shield. He shielded me, and I fell fast asleep. He put his helmet on, and that was that. He chopped off my head, and I was dead forever. But he had my head just in case if something happened. And of course, something happened. My blood healed the sick for everybody and nursed them back to health. And that is my story.
She's the toughest girl around, and when she shoots her arrows, she never misses. She's Artemis!
Hello, everyone. Any bear sightings lately? Sorry. Hunting's always on my mind. Well, quite frankly, I am the hunting goddess. Okay. Let's get back to the beginning. I'm the daughter of Zeus and Leto. My father and my mom gave birth to my twin brother Apollo and I, all by herself, on the Isle of Daedalus. I was the first one born, and everyone knows the saying, first is the worst, and second is the best. Well, that's what everybody thought with my brother and I. He's the one who got all the attention. I didn't mind. I'd rather keep my space from people, especially men. I'm also the goddess of childbirth, so the one time I come into the mortal world is to help women have a pain-free birth. The best time for me is at night, because I'm the moon goddess. That also helps me find young, independent girls to teach them valuable life lessons. Oops, this might have been a good way to start it off. I'm Artemis.
She's pretty, she's curious, and did I mention pretty? She's the box girl herself. It's Pandora!
Good evening, fellow mortals. I am the first mortal woman, created with clay by Hephaestus and Athena by Zeus's orders, and became his daughter. I was given many gifts by the gods and goddesses, such as beauty, charm, music, etc. My nickname was the Mother of Troubles. After I had married Epimetheus, Zeus had given me a charming present, a box with a note attached that said, "Do not open." I was very curious what was in the box. A lock was attached to this mysterious object. As I listened in, I heard voices screaming, "Let us out! Let us out!" I opened the box, not thinking anything tragic would happen, but I was wrong. Out came envy, sickness, hate, disease, and all the evils. I shut the lid, but it was too late. The evils had already been released. Epimetheus ran to me, and I showed him that the box was empty. But before I closed it again, a tiny bug named Hope came out. Hope was the last item in my mysterious box. I am also the mother of Pyra. She is the first child born to a mortal mother. I am Pandora.
And lastly, coming in as our guest judge, all the way from the moon. Oh wait, this just in? She is the moon. She's the one, the only, Celine.
Greetings. As you may know from Hades, I am not the goddess of the moon. My grandmother, Gaia, is Mother Earth, and my grandfather, Uranus, is Father Sky. My brother Helios is the sun. My sister Eos is the dawn. That makes me the moon. I'm known as the rich-dressed Selene. I ride a silver chariot all the way across the sky, led by 2 winged white horses. Sometimes a pair of white oxen. One day, I looked down and found a shepherd named Endymion. He was sleeping. I asked Zeus if I could cast him into eternal sleep so he would never die. Later on, we had 50 daughters. Now I can visit him whenever I ride to his mountain. Now you may also know me as Phoebe, the huntress. Just like lots of the other goddesses, I have many things I'm known for. I hope you learned a lot about me. Enjoy the show.
So let's test the talents of these outstanding gods and goddesses and find out if Olympus got talent. First up, he's the king of all the gods, Zeus.
Good evening. I'm Zeus, also known as Jupiter. I'm the king of all gods, and I really like lightning. I can turn you into an animal, or turn myself into you and be you the rest of your life. Also, your little sports competition called the Olympics was first held for me, the mighty Zeus, because they thought I was so cool. There had to be a sports competition for me. I was not raised by my parents because my mom saved me from a very bad life. All my brothers and sisters were swallowed by my dad, Cronus. And just between me and you and me, I was their favorite kid. I am married to Hera, who is my sister. My favorite child is Hercules because he is strong and he beat up a snake when he was just a baby. I can't even do that, and I'm like 2,000 years old. I am so sorry I had to cut this short, but I have to go yell at someone for no reason at all.
Not your best look, Daddy, not your best look. Next up, we have the beautiful Aphrodite. I'm Aphrodite. That's right, the Aphrodite. I bet you know who I am. I know you know so much about me, but I'm just going to tell you more anyway. Save the applause for later. I'm the goddess of love and beauty. I rose from the sea. That's how I was born. But of course I was glamorous, just how I am now. I told Paris, Prince of Troy, that he would have the most beautiful girl in the world as his wife if he named me the fairest. Yet, she was already married. Oopsie. Poor Helen of Sparta. I feel for her. So the Trojan War started. Long story short, her husband wanted her back, and he had allies. Well, enough about me, even though I could go on and on and on and on. Now, for my glorious talent. My talent will be beauty. Don't you want to know how it works?
Yes.
Well, just think of the most beautiful thing you have ever saw, and then look at me. Really? Come on! He's the strongest man alive, Heracles.
Hi, my name is Heracles. I was born half god, half human. My dad is the king of all gods, Zeus, and my mom is immortal. As I was growing up, Zeus's wife, Hera, hated me and used her powers to make me go insane. The spell made me do some terrible things. It took a while, but I finally regained my senses. When I saw what I had done, I pleaded for forgiveness. I was informed of one way to be forgiven. I was sent to Mycenae, where I was forced to serve King Aretheus. He gave me 10 almost impossible labors. My first labor was to defeat the Nemean lion. My second labor was to kill the 9-headed Lyrine Hydra. As my third labor, I had to retrieve the hind of Serenia. My next labor was to bring Aretheus the Armenian boar alive. After that, I was ordered to clean King Augeas' stables in one day. For my sixth labor, I was forced to scare away a flock of man-eating birds. For my seventh labor, I had to go to the city of Crete and rescue the Cretan bull. When I got back, I was ordered to defeat the man-eating horses of Diomedes as my eighth labor. My ninth labor was to bring Aretheus the belt of Chipotle. For my final labor, I had to retrieve the cattle of Gyron. Once I had completed all my 10 labors, Aretheus felt that 2 of my labors were not done correctly, so he made me do 2 more. The first of the 2 was to retrieve Zeus's golden apples. After I had completed that, I kidnapped the 3-headed beast Cerberus. The wrestle went on for days, but I beat the hound. I brought him to Aretheus, and I set out to make new adventures for myself. I was then made a legend on earth in Mount Olympus. To show you my strength, I will lift a 750,000-pound weight. But first, let's start off with a 100,000-pound. Next, we'll move on to the 750,000-pound.
Can I sign up for that class? Pretty impressive.
You're too strong. Don't like it. quick and nimble Hermes.
Hi, I'm Hermes. My father Zeus was very fond of me, and I was fun, bright, and had great ideas, and was a natural athlete. My mother was Maya, and I knew just about everything going on in the mythical world. I could keep a secret, and I was the best deal maker in the world. I was Zeus's youngest son, and I was god of travel, roads, thieves, sports, and shepherds. My children are Pan, Periphrodites, and Tyche. Zeus decided to make me the messenger and deal maker of the gods. I wanted to solve things in a way that would work out for everyone. Both the gods and humans liked and trusted me. My symbols are tortoise, cacaldius, winged sandals, winged cap, and rooster. Today I'll be playing the recorder.
Even my snakes were afraid of that. I cracked myself up. Please go sit down.
And now, king of the sea, Poseidon.
Hello. I am Poseidon. I'm the son of Kronos, and I have two brothers, Hades and Zeus. We defeated my evil father together, and I live under the sea in my palace, and I was the original king of Atlantis. I used my weapon as a trident, which I forged out of gold, and with it I can cause earthquakes and tsunamis. I am also what you might not know is that besides water, I am also the goddess of horses and earthquakes. I am Poseidon.
I'm a professional.
And now, for Demeter and my beautiful wife, Persephone.
Thank you, bro. Okay, how should I start this off? Oh, I know. Okay. Well, I spend my days normally tending to the crops on spring, summer, fall, not winter. Definitely not winter. My daughter Persephone is trapped with him during winter because of some silly pomegranate seed. But I cope with it sometimes. But that is also why there is snow. And I don't grow things, so yeah. I have 4 other siblings, which are Hestia, Poseidon, Zeus, who is also my husband, and Poseidon. Zeus and I had Persephone, my only daughter, and yeah, he kind of ditched me for Hera because he wanted to make her the goddess of all the everyone. So, thanks. Now I guess I'll hand it off to my lovely daughter, Persephone.
Thank you, Mom. Hi, I am the daughter of Demeter and Zeus, and I am the goddess of spring and the fertility of vegetation. I'm an only child, thank goodness, and I always loved to pick flowers that I grew. I also danced with the muses, who let me wander off. Hired the worst nannies, Mom. Thanks a lot. Sorry. Hades, as my husband, kidnapped me. My mother was sick with worry, and then she asked Helios what had happened, and when she found out I was kidnapped, she got so angry that my mom withered and killed the crops for a year. My father Zeus saw what happened and demanded that Hades bring me back. I was overjoyed. Though Hades tricked me into eating pomegranate seeds from the land of the dead, so I had to stay with him for part of the year. When I'm gone, that is when they have darkness and short days, and when I come back, it's light and long days. I'm Persephone.
will be growing, my daughter will be growing a flower and I will be growing vegetables. In this pot, we have a carrot. And in this pot, we have my daughter's flower. And in this pot, there is a surprise.
Tastes like victory. Come on, you can do it. Grow your flower. Come on, you got this. Go. It's almost there. This, we have the amazing, humongous potato.
Thank you very much.
That was wonderful, except for the Demeter. You know what? That's why you like when you try to stomach with him. So beautiful. You guys have grown since the last time I saw you. Thank you, Medusa.
And now, the beautiful goddess of the hearth, Hestia.
Hello, humble mortals of earth. I am the goddess of the hearth, family, home, and domestic life. I am not worshipped very publicly, and I don't have many temples or shrines attributed to me. I'm the eldest daughter of Titans Cronus and Rhea. Prayers were offered to me before and after meals most of the time. I'm considered just gentlest of all the Olympians. Every hearth on earth is my altar. I don't have a throne in Mount Olympus because I prefer to tend to the sacred fire and sit on a stupid little throne. My Roman name is Vesta. I choose not to marry because I wanted to tend the fire of Mount Olympus. I was also once known as the chief of goddesses. My symbols are the sacred fire and the circle. Now it's time for me to show my talent. Okay. I will be roasting marshmallows for you all. Take your pick. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. How dare you? Best talent ever.
Thank you.
And now, the lovely and wise Athena. Hello, I'm Athena, and I'm here to demonstrate my magnificent pottery skills. People know me as Athene, Pallas Athene, and Minerva, but my most known name is Athena. Out of my 25 siblings, I have one of Zeus's favorite child. He instantly loved me when I sprung from his forehead in a full suit of armor. My talents are wisdom, courage, inspiration, civilization, law and justice, strategic warfare, mathematics, strength, strategy, the arts, crafts, and skill. I am also the proud ruler of Athens, which was also named after me. My family here to support me is my husband Hephaestus, my son Erechinus, my siblings Artemis, the 9 muses, Aphrodite, Hestia, Ares, Apollo, Dionysus, Hebe, Hermes, Heracles, and Helen. But sadly, the 3 Graces, Minos, Perseus and Porus could not make it. I hope I blow your mind with my talents.
Chairs are overrated, so I'm doing this on the floor. So the first step of pottery is making your pot. Clay. You shape it into a little tiny bowl. You want it to be wavy on the sides. Take a little bit and you roll it flat. And then you do a curve. And you do that 3 times. There you have it. A bowl that can stand. Also, I have prepared this. You take and you just go, you do little stripes inside the bowl. And you can do any color you want. And that's the beauty of painting. And I would love to show you all my final product.
You molded me into a monster.
And I'm glad of it.
Give it to me.
Talent we have among our gods and goddesses. Olympus Got Talent is the biggest show in the world, and we are about to reveal the winner. The whole competition has been leading up to this moment. Let's find out who's been chosen to be the next best act in Olympus. The judges have voted, and the winner of Olympus Got Talent is... Congratulations, Hestia. You are the newest winner. What incredible talent. Thank you all for joining us here on Mount Olympus Got Talent. Good night, Mortal.
These fabulous gods and goddesses have worked diligently on their backstories, talents, and interactive tables. Let us come together and celebrate our special showcase night. Please visit each of the interactive tables and see what each god and goddess is known for.
Here's our cast of Olympus's Got Talent one more time. Get your cameras ready for the photo op. Jeffrey Sekeller as Zeus. Taylor Velarde as Aphrodite. Nathan Marshall as Heracles. Tyler Lecanto as Hermes. Brighton Lacerda as Poseidon. Lindsay Gregoire as Demeter. Amelia Gollin as Persephone. Jalen Kelly as Hestia. Alana Donahue as Athena. Kate Sloper as Medusa. Reagan Anderson as Artemis. Our host, Evelyn Godbout as Hades. Talia Iorio as Pandora. And I, of course, Piper Locke as Celine. Please enjoy the rest of the evening and thank you for coming.